Hey guys, this is Arun from the Digital Deepak team. Today we're going to discuss the 10 social media marketing metrics you must measure. Before we go into these metrics, first it's important that we understand what are vanity metrics and what are actionable metrics and the difference between the two. Vanity metrics is basically stats which look good on paper. For instance, a blogger might boast that he gets 100k visitors per month. Yes, that's a good number, but that number just doesn't mean that he is making 100k dollars a month. But at the same time, a person who is getting just 10,000 visitors a month might be earning 100k dollars a month. So a metric which might be looking good on paper, for instance, a person who has Twitter followers of 20,000, maybe he's getting those followers because he writes witty jokes on Twitter, versus a person who posts high quality information on web design, but he has only 500 followers. In the later part, the person who has only 500 followers might have much better chance of launching his product and acquiring a small user base as compared to the person who has 20,000 followers without any proper niche. Actionable metrics usually tell what kind of actions you have to take in order to improve that particular metric. For instance, if you see that Twitter is giving you very less revenue, then it's an indicator that Twitter might not be good for generating our e-commerce sales. So it gives you direct information regarding the business. It tells you what kind of action items you have to take, and also it tells you what kind of outcomes are possible using that action items. The example of vanity metrics are number of posts, shares, likes, comments. Yes, these metrics are kind of useful, but chasing only these can get you into trouble because they are not the real metrics which will impact business outcomes. The real metrics which will impact business outcomes is something else. They are usually revenue, amplification rate, post reach. Few of these will be dealing within the scope of this video. So note these two differences, and whenever a client says you have to measure this particular metric, then maybe you can educate him on what exactly the difference is between vanity metrics and actionable metric, and you have to come up with an alternative metric using which you can communicate better to the client about his business targets, and also it will be easier for everyone in the company to understand what that metric is. There are three kinds of metrics you must pay attention to when it comes to social media. The first one is engagement metrics. This is basically how much does your audience engage with your brand and content. You want to know how your tweets or Facebook posts are being taken by your audience, how many people are interacting with it, how many people are liking it, disliking it. Basically, you have to get in the minds of the customer, and to do that you have to engage their positive emotions, and that is what engagement metrics is all about. Number two is reach metrics. How many people have got in touch with your content or brand? With social media, brand marketing is about content marketing in large, and in order to put your brand on a wide scope in social media, you have to have content, and that content has to be in such a way that people like that content, and you have to measure how many people have viewed that content. See, ultimately, only if you go before an eye of a person, only then your brand exists. If a person has never got in touch with your brand, then he doesn't know that you exist, and for that to happen in social media, you have to use content. Reach metrics is basically you measuring how far and wide your content or your ad has reached. The number three is conversion metrics. So number one and number two gives you how good you are doing in social media. Number three metric, which is the conversion metrics, give you how good social media is working for your business. So how many of them have paid your business money? That is what matters at the end of the day. You are doing Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, everything to make money for your business. So you have to tie down all your social media efforts to business outcomes, be it lead generation or direct revenue generation. So we will look into what are the key metrics you have to measure in each one of these metrics. For engagement metrics, the first one is click through rate. You have to measure the clicks to impression ratio. For instance, if your Facebook post goes 100 impressions and 2 people click on it, which means like effectively only 2 people have checked out your product page or your article which you have written, you want more people to click on it. So this click through rate should be higher. If your objective, yes, one of the objective is to drive people to your website, and if your objective is that, then you have to improve this click through rates by a large percentage. Number 2 is applause rate. You have to see number of likes to number of posts. For instance, you have posted thousands of posts, or you have posted like 100 posts in the last 3 months, but you have got only like 200 likes. It's like one post is getting only 2 likes. You have to investigate why people are not liking your post. Is the reach low? Do you have number of followers which is very less, or does your post doesn't have any visual element, doesn't, or your audience is irrelevant, or the content itself is irrelevant to the audience? You have to investigate further when your applause rate is very low. And amplification rate, ideally you want to take your content in front of as many people as possible which is relevant to your industry and niche. So for that, number of shares of your posts is very important, number of retweets are important, number of Instagram shares are important, number of LinkedIn shares are important. So you have to use wordings. For instance, sometimes please retweet so that everybody knows. Asking for please retweet also gets you number of retweets. So you have to use those kind of hacks, and if once the content is great, people are more willing to reshare that content with their friends. So keep an eye for amplification rate because it directly impacts post reach, the metric which you're going to discuss in the next slide. Ratio of number of replies and comments to number of posts is conversation rate. Conversation rate basically measures how willing are people to interact with your brand. And if your conversation rate is low, then it's a clear indicator that you are not interacting, you are not replying to people's comments, or you are not asking questions or recommendations, you're not asking enough polls, you're not asking people to tag their friends, or you're not putting up visual imagery which will get comments. The next set of metrics is reach metrics, and the first of those reach metrics is number of followers. Number of followers, although it might look like a vanity metric, for a company which has just started out, you need certain amount of followers before you see whether the content is actually working. Number 2 is website traffic. Yes, you want few people who come to your social media channels, go to your website too. You don't want everybody. See, ultimately, it's about your home base. Ultimately, it's all about whether people come to your website and buy that product, or say, I want your service. So website traffic is also good actionable metric, and if your website traffic is less, maybe you have to see if the measurement is wrong. Did you even link to your website from your social media profiles, or is it that you are not tweeting enough? Are you tweeting your blog articles? Are your blog articles getting enough tweets or retweets? If not, do you have any social sharing buttons on those blogs? So these are the questions you should be asking when your website traffic is very less from social media channels. The third one would be profile views. See, people who come on social media, they are not always looking to interact with websites. They're looking to interact with businesses and want to see the human side of businesses. And profile views is a great way of measuring how many people are actually coming to your social profile. Post impressions, the fourth one, and it is number of times a post was seen. When a post is seen, it's like a brand contact has happened with a potential customer. Just like display ad impressions, post impressions is an organic and sometimes paid method of being in front of the user. So if a person sees that he is being shown an ad from Canva, or he is being shown a content piece which was shared by Canva on Canva blog, and he has come across that content repeatedly because his friends had shared that particular post. Then that is a post impression, and those post impressions, when happen over multiple times, it's like a brand image is stuck to his or her head. The third set of metrics you would want to consider is conversion metrics, or few people call it business metrics. Business metrics, because these metrics directly show whether social media is impacting the business or it is not. And these metrics are very important to convince the higher management. Higher management is only looking at business metrics, and it's your job to prove that whatever social media activities you are doing is tying down and is kind of helping the business to achieve their targets and outcomes. Leads generated, for example, you might be the social media marketing manager for a B2B company, and you want to create a business impact. And for a B2B company, it's important that you generate inbound marketing leads, which means people come to the website and ask for service. So, when you have to generate inbound leads, once you generate those leads, you can convert that into a sale. And your job as a social media marketer is to generate those leads. But with social media marketing, it's not necessary that a person lands upon your website and starts signing up saying, hey, I need your service. There are multiple ways you can generate a lead. One is by giving away a free ebook. A person who is looking at an ebook, how to hire a best designer, might be looking for hiring a designer in few days to come. Or a person who is looking to sign up for your newsletter might be interested in what your industry has to offer. So pay attention to micro conversions also. Not everybody comes through social media and starts buying products or asks for service. So you have to make a list of all micro conversions, like number of jobs applied, newsletter subscriptions or email newsletter subscriptions, or leads generated, or number of people who go to the contact page. Create these micro conversions and track them so that you have enough ROI to prove to your higher management on your social media. The number two conversion metric is revenue generated. You should know the monetary value added to business. Your higher management is not looking at number of tweets you did, number of likes you got. The higher management is only looking at whether the work you are doing is adding to the business, whether it's adding to the team's morale, whether it's adding to what the team is providing to the larger organization. That is what the higher management is looking for. So it's your job to prove the revenue generated through social media. And to measure each of these conversion metrics, I have given a tutorial of how to integrate social media with Google Analytics. Just follow this video and you will know how to measure these two metrics. I highly recommend that you check out all the social media analytics walkthrough which I shared within this course, and you should also check out the social media reporting template Excel document added as an attachment within this course. And I also suggest that you check out the social media integration with Google Analytics video. And once you watch those videos, you'll be able to much better understand what social media analytics is about, and you'll be much confident when you're facing your client or manager. So if you have any queries regarding what this video has to offer, and if you're stuck with certain aspect of social media metrics and you are still not clear with what actionable metrics are as compared to vanity metrics, then just drop a comment below and one of us from our team will get back to you in the best way possible. Thank you very much.